Guys, I'm back, and you guys haven't seen me in a long time, so hi. This is me on a Mother's Day Sunday. So I was watching some videos. I'm finally getting caught up on some videos this weekend. I did not expect to have like any free time today, and it just worked out that I do actually have some free time. So I thought, what a good time to make another video about a topic of discussion that I think is, well, we'll see if it's something other people think about, worry about, and sorry, I'm like adjusting myself because I can see like my sweatshirts are always bunched up in videos whenever I'm sharing myself with you. This is like total comfort wear. This is what I wear on the weekends because, well, I have to dress up all week, so this is what's comfortable for me. But anyway, so topic, interesting topic, I think, and sorry if I rock back and forth. I tend to do that without really thinking about it. I will try not to, because I know that it can bug people while you're trying to watch a video and seeing movement. And for some reason, every time I show myself sitting in this chair, it's the lighting. Like, I look like I have like the worst bags under my eyes, so my apologies. I'm well rested. I don't know. I think it's the lighting and the angle. I don't really have really horrible bags under my eyes. I don't know. I notice it every time I make a video and I'm sitting in this chair. I think it's the lighting. Thank you, lighting. But I've got little Monroe here, and the topic is exactly what the title says. So, and you guys might really think this is crazy, but I'm very curious to see if anybody else actually has these same feelings and thoughts. I mean, I know a couple of my other friends and I have talked about this, but for the most part, like, I haven't really shared this in a video. So here I am bearing my soul. So the topic and my thoughts and why I think you might all think I'm crazy, whatever, is that I actually truly have a fear of something happening to this baby, to this doll. I know she is a doll, she's a collectible item, and we never want anything bad to happen to anything we have money invested in, but it's more than that for me with this baby. It's more than just the fact that I have money invested. That's part of it, of course. It's always, you know, worrisome if you have a large investment in something and something happens to it. But for me, it's more of the fact that this is the one and only baby. She's the only one like her. Yes, there's other dolls in the edition. I get that. But there's not one that looks like her. To me, she's very much like a one-of-a-kind baby. And because she is so special to me, I actually have this fear of what if something were to happen to her, like, you know, God forbid we had like a fire in my house, or what if, not that my dogs are even this way, but like, what if an animal got to her, one of my dogs got to her or something. She's closed off in this room. My dogs are not allowed in here. But these are kind of the crazy thoughts that go through my mind. When, you know, early on after I'd first gotten her, I actually had a dream about something happening to her, and it freaked me out. Like, she got damaged. I don't even remember now because it's been so long what the dream exactly was, but it was definitely kind of an extreme case thought process going on in my brain. Like, this is why I'm so careful, and I'm patting and rubbing her head because I can't help it. I do this when I hold her. I do this all the time with her. I'm always rubbing her head, and no, her hair is not coming out when I do that. It's in the direction of which it's rooted, and it's something I used to do with my babies. It's a habit. I don't know, to rub their head. But it's truly a real fear for me that something would happen to this gorgeous, amazing baby, because I do adore her. She means so much to me, and she is irreplaceable in my eyes. This is probably why it worries me, because if something were to happen to her, that's it. That's the only baby like her. There's only two other girls in the edition. One is the peaky-eyed Denia, which is of the sleeping edition, but with opened eyes. And then we have little baby Layla, who is Miss Erica Jones' baby girl, and she is an AA baby. And so she is the only Caucasian awake baby that is of the awake version with the facial features of the awake babies in the edition. And she's one of the very few girls, because there's only 3 girls made in the whole edition. So, I mean, there you go. So she would never be able to be replaced. And so I find myself like I'm planning trips and things. Like I'm working on trying to plan a trip to do some things this summer, because I have plenty of time to do it for work. And the thing that kind of makes me take pause, and this does sound crazy, I know, is that I fear leaving her at home while I'm gone. Like I know that nothing would happen to her. I mean, my common sense kicks in, and I'm aware that nothing would happen to her. She'd be safe here. And it's just the fact of being away from her, not knowing, and, worrying about her. It is truly something that, definitely something that I think about. And I'm curious if anybody else out there does as well. Like I said, I've talked to a couple of my friends, and I know that they have thought the same thing, but has a doll really meant that much to you, that you really have this huge fear of something happening to them getting damaged, or, and I know with reborns, I've had certain ones where I felt very close to some and really enjoyed them, but I feel like with reborns, because there's other there's other blank kits out there you could try to replicate. Would it ever be exactly the same? No, but you could get close to it, I think. And artists are willing to do that for people that have lost a doll. I've seen it happen with other doll collectors that have had, devastating fires in their homes and things like that. So that's like one of my biggest fears, is like having a fire in my home. I think like I've laid in bed at night going, okay, so how would I get all of my animals, get everybody to safety, my kids, my animals, my other half, and then still be able to grab Monroe? I know it might be irrational. I know this, saying this out loud. I am fully aware of this, but these are the things that go through my mind. I make plans. I'm a planner anyways, so I make plans. Like, this is how I would go about it. This is how it would be done. It's just how my brain works. And this baby is at the very high up on the list of my priorities to get out safely if we were to have a house fire, or, something were to happen inside the house sometime. So just one of those crazy things, I guess. I don't know. I guess we could call this crazy confessions of a doll collector. I don't know. I've seen other people do videos like confessions of a reborn doll collector type of thing. This is not that. This is just me sharing out loud how crazy my brain works when I really am that connected with a baby. And with this baby, that's just truly the case. Like I would really truly be heartbroken, devastated if something happened to her, because I know she'd never be able to be replaced. And that would make me just so sad. Oh, baby. Because you're such a sweet little girl. You are such a good baby. I just adore her that much. She really does mean that much to me. So I'm always, once again, I say this, I've said this in many videos. I'll continue to say it. I'm still super grateful to Sonia, who allowed me to adopt her, and she had only had her for a couple of weeks directly from Claire. So I'm just feeling super fortunate. She is at her 1 year mark. She's a year old now. She's had a birthday. And it's just, I think it's making me really stop and reflect of this last year of having her. I didn't get her until beginning of June. So she's been created in alive. She was made a year ago. She was completed a year ago, and Sonia received her the day before Mother's Day, I believe, a year ago. And so it just makes me reflect on the fact that I'm very, very lucky to have her, and that I just don't want anything to happen to her. I'm very careful with her. She's never been bathed. She never will be, as long as she's with me anyways. She's only had a pacifier in her mouth maybe a couple times, just because I love her so much just as is. It's just, I don't know, I'm very, very careful with her, because I want her to stay perfect, just the way she is. I love how this baby looks at me, you guys. She really looks like she's like needing something. You're about ready to say something to me, aren't you? Yeah, she's sweet. So I'm curious. I would love to hear your comments, guys. If you go through thinking some of similar thoughts of any kind? Do you ponder these things? I am dying to know if it's just, is it just me? It very well could be, or I might be in the minority here, but I definitely, you know, I enjoy that I have this kind of bond with her. I won't lie. It's such a rare thing, I think, to be that bonded with a baby that you think about them. I mean, almost a year later, I'm still thinking about like, oh my gosh, what if something happened to her? How would I get her? I like all these things. Like when I'm at work still, I miss her. Even though I may not have the time to come in the nursery every single evening when I get home, most times I'll at least peek in, probably 6 out of the 7, you know, or should I say 4 out of the 5 days that I'm working, I'm in here at least checking on her, just looking at her, maybe just standing and staring at her, which I do a lot, because I need to see her, because you know, she just makes me so happy just to see her. Even if I don't do anything with her, I want to be able to see her, put my eyes on her, check her, you know, make sure she's, you know, nestled and swaddled and comfy and warm, all of that. That's all I need to do. And this is almost a year after I've had her. So for me, that's really a longevity of interest in one doll that I have never had with any doll. Any doll. You know, they have come and gone much quicker, and I've lost interest in them. And that just hasn't been the case with this particular baby, and I'm really very thrilled that I still feel how I feel about her. So, yeah. So I'm still enjoying her 100%. I just adore her. I fear if something were to happen to her. So yeah. So that's my major, you know, topic of discussion in this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm a little bit of, I don't know, I get a little crazy sometimes, but that's okay. I mean, this is why I share this with you guys, because I feel like I might not be the only one out there that feels the way I do. And it's kind of fun to just confide. It's kind of like confiding in friends, you know. I might be a little crazy, but this is why, but whatever. It's all in good fun. I just love this baby very much, so. And I keep playing with my hair because I got completely poured on when we went to brunch earlier. And I've been rained on. I don't, you know, whatever. It's still pouring outside, so it is what it is. So I'm just kind of chalking it up to be, this is what the day is, and I'm not going to really worry about it a whole lot, and yeah. So I hope you guys are enjoying your day. Hopefully y'all are doing fun things with your family, or at least doing something you love, but that's pretty much it for Miss Monroe and I, our little confessional here. Hope you enjoyed it. Please share your thoughts on it in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say, and that's pretty much it for us, guys. I hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday night, whatever's left of the weekend, because it's pretty much over and tomorrow's Monday. Boo-hoo. And Monroe and I will see you all very soon, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.